from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Henrico School Board plans 2 public meetings in the next 2 weeks. County Police identify the body found in a Varina cornfield on Tuesday. And we take a look at public opinion on a proposed civilian review board for Henrico Police. All of that is coming up on today's Henrico News Minute for Thursday, July 9th, 2020. It's brought to you today by Henrico Area Mental Health.
And now for the news.
The Henrico County School Board will host an in-person town hall-style meeting next week and then an in-person work session the following week. The community meeting on July 14th is designed to answer questions about, quote, matters of public interest, including the latest guidance and plans for reopening school, end quote, according to the school system. It'll take place from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Glen Allen High School. Citizens may submit questions for board members in advance of that meeting through the school system's website or by emailing schoolboard@henrico.k12.va.us. Attendees also will be able to ask questions during the event, according to school officials. No more than 250 attendees will be permitted at the meeting, in keeping with Phase 3 guidelines from the state of Virginia, and everyone aged 10 or older will be required to wear a mask and will undergo a brief health screening before entering. Masks will be provided for those who need them. School system officials are encouraging no more than 1 representative from each family to attend in order to allow for a wider range of people in attendance. The school board also will hold a work session the following week on Thursday, July 23rd in person, but the board does not typically accept comments during its work sessions. Now, both meetings will be live streamed on henricoschools.us for those who can't attend in person. Henrico residents who support the creation of a civilian review board for the county's Division of Police outnumbered those who opposed the idea by nearly a 2-to-1 margin among respondents who emailed their thoughts to a newly established county email account last week. Slightly more than half of those who did so expressed support for such a board, while just less than a third said they opposed it. About 14% who responded either didn't take a position or wrote with comments about the pros and cons of such a board. The citizen reviewed all but one of the 205 comments that had been sent by July 2nd to the email address civilianreviewboard@henrico.us. Overall, 111 respondents fully or generally supported the concept, 58 opposed it, and 30 expressed no firm opinion. Several people wrote more than once. The county's Board of Supervisors is weighing the idea of establishing a review board, something that a number of jurisdictions nationwide have done or are considering in light of the death of George Floyd and subsequent protests throughout the U.S. Varina District Supervisor Tyrone Nelson proposed the idea last month, and then the other 4 members of the board told the Citizen that they either supported it or were open to considering it. But supervisors aren't planning to take any action until after the Virginia General Assembly considers the concept for possible implementation statewide later this summer. On henricocitizen.com right now you can check out my in-depth article about this topic and read quotes from a number of those who wrote into the county. Among those who responded were current and former police officers who came down on both sides of the issue. Some difficult news yesterday as Henrico Police confirmed that the body found next to a car in a Varina cornfield on Tuesday was that of a missing Bottoms Up Pizza employee. The remains of 26-year-old Hope Ann Aheimer of Henrico were positively confirmed, police said yesterday. Her body and car were found in the cornfield along Newmarket Road, not far from Varina High School, shortly after 2:30 Tuesday afternoon. She had not been seen since leaving her job at about 11 p.m. on the 4th of July. Police Tuesday were notified of a suspicious situation after someone noticed the vehicle in the field across from Rockingham Street in Varina. Police determined that the vehicle's plates matched those of the victim. They are continuing to investigate the death, and anyone who may have seen or heard anything is asked to contact Detective Enser at 501-5000 or call Crime Stoppers at 780-1000. You can also leave a tip on the P3 Tips app anonymously.
as we all strive to do our part during this extraordinary time. Henrico Area Mental Health serves as your local and public mental health agency, continuing to do its part. We all experience mental health challenges, especially during extreme challenging times.
It doesn't matter your age, gender, race, or ethnicity. Each person is affected differently. If you're a resident of Charles City, New Kent, or Henrico counties, and you, a family member or friend or someone you know, may need someone to talk to about the mental health challenges being experienced.
Do your part and call us at 804-727-8515. That's 804-727-8515. We're here to help. Remember, mental health is good health. Call Henrico Area Mental Health at 804-727-8515. That number again is 804-727-8515.
This message comes to you from Henrico County CSB Prevention Services.
Henrico's 7-day COVID-19 positivity percentage continues to reach new lows. It went to 4.6% on the 4th of July. That's the most recent date for which data is available. The Virginia Department of Health, however, did report 2 more deaths in the county attributed to the virus on Wednesday, bringing the total number reported in just the first 8 days this month to 24 after only 10 were reported in June. The Citizen reported earlier that the first 11 deaths reported this month actually occurred weeks ago and were only attributed to the virus this month following a review of death certificates, but it's unknown whether any or all of the subsequent 13 deaths followed the same pattern. The VDH reported only 19 new positive test results in the county yesterday. It also reduced by 1 the total number of people hospitalized in the county since the pandemic began, down to 264 to reflect a reporting error. Now, overall, just about 37,500 tests have been administered in the county, of which 2,727, or about 7.2%, have been positive. Among the local health districts in the state, only Fairfax and Prince William counties have reported more tests conducted than Henrico, which has tested the equivalent of about 11.3% of its population. Henrico County yesterday appointed Bentley Chan, director of the county's Public Utilities Department, effective July 18th. He has been a member of the DPU staff since 2007 and had been serving as acting director since May. He previously was a utilities engineer and had been named assistant director in January of 2017. Chan is a graduate of Hermitage High School and VCU and has a graduate certificate in local government management from Virginia Tech. Another Highland Springs High School football standout is set to choose from among 5 of college football's biggest programs. DeMond Harmon will make his college decision August 1st. He announced yesterday on Twitter he is selecting from his final 5 choices of Penn State, Georgia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Harmon is a 6'1", 178-pound cornerback who will be a senior this coming school year, and he's considered a top 15 player in the state of Virginia, according to the recruiting website 24/7 Sports. And on the newest episode of Today in Henrico, our Tara Gray speaks with Amy Yarsich. She's the executive director of the Henrico nonprofit RX Partnership. To listen, visit henricocitizen.com and click on podcasts, then Today in Henrico.